Previously on Trails Beyond the Horizon, the leads Leon and Shizuna joined the Grim Garten party despite how they were fighting each other earlier. At the 6th domain, Ulrika summoned a large fox demon to fight the party, which was supposed to be the boss of the previous floor instead of Harwood. Back in Anchorville, the party watched a cheerleader movie that Juve starred in early in her career. Finally, Heiwei and the Bracer Guild made their own investigation into the Vestiges. So I know where to make treasure go. If it's not around here, sounds like he's searching for something. Could be a Force BG issue. We might as well ask him what's up. Yo, you lose something? And how come your request is not tied to the board? There's a lot of topic requests that are never posted on the board, and you have to talk to a specific NPC. Yes, actually. I collect merchandise from the entertainment industry, you see. Stuff like valuable snapshots of actors and actresses. I'm missing 3 photos specifically, 1 snapshot of each generation of the Lancer family. Oh, another one of my fans. My family's, I guess. Or so it would seem. If you find them, will you please bring them back to me? That's not really a lot of information to go on. You remember where you lost them, or not you lost anything else of them? Alright, I realized they were gone this morning, so I probably lost them sometime last night. Actually, now that I think about it, I had slipped them inside of a Lancer family magazine while I was out and about. When I woke up this morning, I realized the whole book was gone, and... Hold on a minute, I remember, last night I was out drinking at the hotel bar, and I showed my friend the magazine and the photos. You think that I might have left him behind? Sounds to me he's got drunk and left the magazine and photos there. The fact that he's only remembering this now speaks to the amount of alcohol he must have had last night. In that case, we might want to swing by and take a look. Alright, we'll go check out at the bar for you. Really? Thank you so much. I'll keep looking around elsewhere in the meantime. Wait a sec, that girl with you. Me? What's up? Can you please not look at me like that? My apologies, you just seem so familiar. Anyway, I appreciate you going out of your way for me. Thanks.
Let's resolve this however we can.
Snapshot.
May I have a word?
Oh yes, there was a customer showing off his magazine talking about that sort of thing. I remember him forgetting the magazine, but I didn't see any photos slipped inside of it. That magazine was here, but not the photos. If he left the magazine here, then at least we know he couldn't have dropped the photos on the way home. In that case, it's possible one of your customers took them. Now that you mention it, I believe one of our part-timers spotted belonging out of the bar. He's not working today, as you can tell, he can be quite careless. I feel like I remember him saying something like, you can each take one, maybe. Whoa, hold on, are you telling me this guy just gave them away to other customers? That goes way beyond just being careless. This is turning out to be a real pain. Sorry, sir, think you get in touch with that part-timer and ask him which customers took the photos? Of course, one can say this is our responsibility. I'll check with him. Wagner got in touch with the part-timer via T-phone and asked him how he gave away the photos. As I suspected, he ended up giving them away. On behalf of the entire bar, I'd like to apologize. Fortunately, he remembered all 4 customers who took the photos. Our client said there were 3 photos. Could be he miscounted, or maybe there was another photo unrelated to the Lancers. Let's hit up all 4 people for a start. Alright then, can you tell us what the 4 individuals look like? I have a name for one of them, Goldman. He's actually staying at this very hotel. The second person is a tourist who came off as a little seedy. He said he was going home to the capital via bus today. The third person is a quiet younger man wearing glasses. Apparently he said he likes movies. And finally, the last individual is a chatty young woman who enjoys gossip. Judging by her manner, the part-timer said she would probably be hanging out at a cafe or bar, maybe even a food stall. Gotcha, if we see anybody fitting the descriptions, we'll make sure to hit him up.
If I may trouble you a moment.
The thing I got from the bar yesterday. The bartender said it'd probably be okay if I took it with me. I'm so sorry, I almost ran off with someone else's possession. So he's the guy. Or, he totally digs her. So yeah, the original owner will love it back. We'd be happy to take it back to them if that's fine with you. Honestly, I'm a little irritated that the part-time bartender got me wrapped up in all this. Well, alright, I wish I didn't have to, but I'll give it back. Really wish I didn't have to. When that man told me I could take it, I never imagined this would happen. He really doesn't want to give it back, does he? I guess that makes sense. If my mom charmed him, he wouldn't be able to help himself. Just go to show the draw she has on others. Let's just leave him be. Located Chloe's photo.
May I have a word?
There's no saying it was a mistake. What a pain. But it's not like I got any use for it. Here, you take it. This is a photo of Grammy, and it even looks like it's the real deal. You mean it's not a reproduction? It must be quite valuable. Yeah, I bet it'd fetch a hefty price. Were you thinking about selling it? Oh, like how I saw it. I'll have you know, my grandma and I are huge fans of Dominique Lancer. She's always been a huge fan, even took me to see one of Dominique's concerts when I was little. My parents were always busy, so she was the one who looked after me and taught me everything there is to know. And that includes all there is to know about Dominique. Didn't expect this guy to be such a grandma's boy. So what you're saying is you never saw it. Makes sense to me. That being said, the original owner really wants it back. Fine, as much as I don't want to let go of it, here, take it. I only took it because the guy said I could, and because it reminded me of a photo my grandmother had. You tell the original owner to take good care of it, alright? Sorry, you got me thinking about old times. We're very sorry. Look at Dominique's photo.
May I have a word?
Goodness, I got my hands on a super rare photo. Whoa, somebody's psyched. Is it really that great? Yeah, you won't believe it. What I got right here is a spectacular photo of the Grim Cat, femme thief extraordinaire. What? How? When? Man, I always figured it was just a matter of time, especially considering what a moron she is. How careless. But it's probably fine, as long as no one saw her face, right? That begs the question, why is this photo part of the men's collection? Who can say? Maybe he's connected to the dots, or maybe it's just a coincidence. Only way to find out is to deliver the photo back to him. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the original owner is looking for a photo. One of the bartenders messed up and gave the snapshots to a bunch of customers. Oh, seriously? What a shame. Oh well. Here you go. Wait, this is... Like I said, this is an amazing photo of the famous Grim Cat. She's older than I thought, and something about her feels particularly indecent. But that doesn't stop it from being a valuable photo. A shot of the truth behind the urban legend. They don't even have the same color scheme. How are people mixing them up so easily? Seriously, what the hell is this woman doing? Phew, I had chills for a second there. I'm more curious as to where this photo was taken. Rex? She sure looks like she's enjoying it. I'm embarrassed just looking at the photo. Oh yeah, thanks for giving this back. Man doesn't seem sure how to react. Located amazing grim copycat photo.
Surge in number of travelers.
Excuse me?
Oh, you mean someone left the app behind? How did you know I had it? Heard about it from the gentleman at the bar. The original owner really wants it back. You mind? Wait, you're Judith. Here, take it. I could never make an ass of myself in front of Judith. Aw shucks, are you a fan of my work? I'm so sorry. It was obvious even then that it was too good to be true. But once I saw a snapshot of you, I just wanted it so bad. Hey, I'm not upset or anything. It's all good as long as you don't mind giving it back. We'll take it to the owner, alright? Okay, we've got 4 photos in total now, but one of them is a mystery. Guess we can ask the client about it when we meet to return these. Yeah, what is up with that? Oh, my prize collection. You found them. Oh, thank you so much. I did leave them behind the bar. I'll need to be more careful with these in the future. You mentioned you were missing 3, but we actually found 4. You sure they're all yours? Oh yes, one is not part of the Lancer family photo group. I forgot to tell you about it. Yet you still found it in spite of that. Words cannot express how grateful I am to you. Why are you looking up this fake Grim Cat? Ooh, you didn't see a connection. By the way, how did you get this 4th photo? Good question. I guess you could call it luck, or a once-in-a-lifetime coincidence. A short time ago, I was just outside the capital, photographing the nightscape from the outskirts. Then suddenly, I saw movement, and my photographer's reflexes kicking in. I pointed my camera at it. That's when I saw her. I was so startled I pressed the shutter button without blinking. I still can't believe the photo came out so sharp even after all of that. My, so she was running around just like that all the way in the outskirts of Edith. Suppose it could be considered a dress rehearsal source before she headed to the auction. In any event, it sounds like he took it by accident. I'm glad he didn't get hurt at least. Anyway, at least you got them all back now. Try not to lose them next time, yeah? Of course, thanks again. I'll wire the mirror to you later.
That takes care of that.
Reward deposited.
All right.
Hotel reservation hell. I'm having problems regarding our hotel reservation site. Our industry is that horrible network issues are within your area of expertise. Will you be able to help me clean up this mess? If you can, please come to City Hall. We'll be waiting for you. Trouble with the lodging website. Now that I think about it, the city's absolutely buzzing with tourists right now. Seems like people from the north are stopping by Anchorville on their way to watch the rocket launch. This is likely an issue that's arisen specifically because of the influx of people pouring into the city. However, to be perfectly honest, I believe this case is a little too outside the scope of 4SPG. Tech trouble, huh? Not sure police or guild can do much about this. Hard to know if this will be outside our wheelhouse without hearing the details, but I think it makes sense for us to try taking this on. Irks me a little to say this, but it may be worth doing as a way of gaining a foothold into the investigation.
Please wait a moment.
Are you Gracio? We're from Arkride Solutions. Oh, so you're the ones I've been hearing about. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Gracio, and yes, I represent Anchorville City Hall's tourism branch. There's no need to be so formal. It feels a little strange in a place like this. It ain't every day we get a first speech from someone in the government. Even so, I expect my request to be right. It should be right up your alley. Now let me explain the situation. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Gracio. At least wait for me. My apologies, Mr. Bannings. Oh, this is your boss, related to Lloyd Bannings. Please allow me to introduce. The fixtures, right? I heard the rumors. You're right that we don't normally consider asking for outside help. Look, Gracio here has been making the case that we should reach out to you. Seeing as the buck ends with me as the manager, I'll be sitting in on this meeting. Fine with me, so what's the deal with the request? As you can imagine, our tourism branch is in charge of Anchorville's PR and facility management insofar as they relate to tourism. That includes cooperating with certain sites used to reserve lodging. It's a service that books accommodations for you, yeah? I've seen a few before. It's a little strange for a city to be involved like this, though. Well, we don't just think of ourselves as just a transportation hub or rest stop on the way to the capital. So we provide information to, to tourists about our various attractions, and recommend accommodations and discounts they can use while they're here. We're now also running a popular support campaign in conjunction with the space program, offering partial rebates for lodging. Because of that, we've been getting more and more reservations than we ever thought possible. Wow, normally people just skip right by us since we're so close to the capital. Sounds like you jumped on the space program bandwagon at just the right time. Oh, Aaron. More to the point, the request makes it sound like you've run into some trouble. Yes. For starters, some of the rooms the guests reserved ended up being occupied before they even made it to the hotel. One group reserved a suite and ended up with a conference room. And then there was even a prepaid reservation that had no record of payment, causing the guests to lose out on the room. Such problems have been frequent, but only at lodgings registered on the site within the city. Only at Anchorville lodgings, that is strange. Did City Hall figure anything out? Not a thing, unfortunately. We don't know if this is an issue of the site or an error by a third party or even some kind of crime. Whatever the case, we'd really like to get this taken care of quickly. In addition to affecting business operations, they've also resulted in a number of claims being made against us. I heard rumors about you while this has been going on. Apparently you're familiar with the Ouroboros network and other new technologies. We would truly appreciate your assistance. Alright, we accept. Really, that's reassuring. Normally I say it's up to the city to clean some mess. But if everything is in order, I'll leave the rest to Gracio. I'll still be keeping an eye on things, so we'll see whether or not you're like the rumors say. I don't get a feeling he trusts us. Can't blame him, even if our reputation has been growing, the work we do ain't exactly on the up and up. Now, we'd like to hurry up and get started, but we can't until we know where the issues actually occurred. Of course, that would be at Hotel Mersoy on the back street and the boarding house operating in the southeastern part of town. We've already spoken to the people in charge, so I'll leave the rest to you. One more thing before you go. Here. Envelope full of Mira. Oh, what's this? Advance payment? What do you mean it's advance payment, of course. I believe what we need was made clear in the request. Please accept it. We only want this problem to be taken care of quickly. Naturally, you'll be provided a much greater remuneration upon the completion of the job. This is more like how we did transactions as mercenaries. Yeah, thanks for the offer, but we only accept payment after the request is completed. Already guess how much overhead we'll be dealing with. Can you just pay us after we've wrapped things up? Is that so? Well, if you say so. Something suspicious with them. We'll let you know if we find anything, so don't worry. First, we'll need to check out Hotel Mersoy and the boarding house by the station, right? Yeah, let's get started.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
Please wait a moment. If I may trouble you a moment.
Welcome, do you have a reservation? Now, just some questions. We're here on behalf of the City Hall regarding a certain incident. I see, this is about the booking site. Yes, our hotel is registered. Thanks to the tourism support campaign, the number of guests staying with us has increased over the last 2 years. Sounds like the number of problems has gone up too, am I right? Yes, just the other day, we had an issue that affected 2 of our guests. The reservations overlapped for the same room. Or does that mean they were somehow able to reserve the same room at the same time? That definitely sounds like a problem. Indeed, the room in question sits facing the river, with an excellent view of the sea. After some discussion, we were able to move the guests who made the reservation second to a room on the other side of the hotel. To compensate them, we provided upgraded dining privileges and other benefits. However, the tourism support campaign ultimately failed to provide them with the rebate. Our guests were fairly dissatisfied as a result. That's pretty rough. It was a strain in the hotel too, wasn't it? Honestly, it's been nice not having to worry about profits recently. Needless to say, we're happy that about the increase in visitors. It's just the growing number of issues is becoming a problem. We reached out to the booking site and tried to prevent it from happening again, but they said they couldn't identify the problem. No clues about the cause, huh? Would you be willing to share your communication with the booking site from the time of the incident? After you delete your guest's personal information, of course. I suppose I can provide that much. Just a moment, please. The manager provided the data regarding the booking site.
Pardon me.
We had to deal with complaints all day yesterday. We really need City Hall to do something about this as soon as possible. Excuse me, are you the person in charge here? Sorry to interrupt while you're so busy. Got a minute to chat? And you are. Oh, you're here on behalf of the City Hall about the booking site problems. Am I glad to see you? Honestly, these issues have worn me out. We were told you have an old apartment that you've been renting out as temporary lodging. Will you mind telling us about some of the troubles you've been having? Just the other day, a guest told me they made a reservation on the site, but we haven't got a notification about it at all. There was nothing we could do to accommodate them at the time, since we were full. This sounds like... Could this be a cybercrime or just a poorly programmed website? A reservation that shouldn't have gone through. Sounds like it's been a common issue. What ended up happening with the guest? Well, we helped them find another hotel to stay in. But it's troublesome having to deal with these unforeseen issues, including returning the mirror they said they already paid. The new hotel didn't fall under the ongoing tourism campaign, so the guests lost out on the rebate too. Since we were so busy helping them, we couldn't deal with our normal guests, resulting in a number of complaints. Sounds rough for a small operation. Did they not find any flaws in the booking site system? Suppose that's a possibility. Depends on how complete the system is, but that's the first place I'd look after taking everything into account. We asked, but they told us they couldn't figure out where the problem originated. The site only just started operating, and there haven't been any similar issues elsewhere. I've definitely seen an increase in the people staying with us since I registered on the tourism guide's recommendation. But I'm going to have to keep dealing with things like this. I might have to back out. More people, more problems, I guess, but something does feel off. Mind if we take a look at the computer used for reservations? We'd like to get a peek at the data from that day just in case. Not at all. Here, I'll show you the way. Could Altered Dawn be behind it? Van entered a boarding house and borrowed the data from the computer. We actually get information from both the hotel and the boarding house that Gracio mentioned. Sounds like both of them had problems with the site, but got no answers about why. We investigated the data we received. And it appears that the guests experiencing the problems were using different booking sites. There are records of other such cases as well, but there doesn't seem to be any common threads regarding the sites they used. Sounds like it's not a bug in the reservation system itself. Could be something to do on the outside, or maybe a problem with the lodging. It's possible. I hate to doubt the people of my own hometown. Should we get my mom involved? Miss Chloe. Yeah, La Nuit de Chat Noir may not be a hotel, and the guest room is typically unused. But it is pretty famous in the area. The tourism branch has probably reached out to her before. She must know something about what's been going on. You're probably right. We ought to check in with her. Then let's head over there now.
This place has a nice
Excuse me?
vibe.
Oh, you're all back. It looks like you're in the middle of a forest BG. Your face is suggesting you need something from me. That's my mom. Nothing gets past her. We wanted to hear your thoughts on their current forest BG. After calling out to the members of the crew standing by, they gathered at the corner of the booth to talk. Oh yes, it was the First Way City Hall's tourism branch not too long ago. They said they would provide monetary assistance and wondered if I wouldn't open up the second floor room to sub-booking. Of course, given the secrets we keep, I had to turn them down. It sure would have made the place a lot more lively. Having more outsiders around would make it a little harder for the cats to play. You want to protect your secrets, and you'd be better off locking up Judith in a room. What's that supposed to mean? I'm pretty sure there's only one possible implication. You too, Quatre? Anyway, that's the situation as it stands now. You hear anything about it? We know it ain't just a bug of the booking site. I heard about what happened at the hotel and the boarding house, but there's something else that I found interesting. It's regarding the tourism support campaign. The tourism support campaign? That's a rebate offered on reservations made for the site. Yes, but it doesn't apply to everyone. There are a few conditions. You have to use the site, fill out a survey regarding that usage, and so on. Anchorville City Hall ultimately had the final say. The problem though is timing. I looked into it. City Hall was making their decision after the reservation was confirmed, but before the info was sent to the hotel. What? That means City Hall's the one stopping the information from going through. The information on the reservation was only sent to the hotel after a determination was made. It certainly seems like a strange system, doesn't it? Sure does. There's no reason for City Hall to get in the middle of the reservation process. Payments could get cancelled. Whether or not someone qualifies for a rebate should be decided on after their stay. That's how our campaigns like this tend to handle it anyway. Begs the question, who's in charge of making these determinations? I've already looked into it. It's none other than the tourism branch's own Gracio. Our client, huh? This is starting to sink. But why? What for? Seems a little too complex to be a prank. It's not like either guests are lodging or suffering much in damages. Hotels only lose a little bit of time and cost in compensating your guests. And it's not like any guests have been tricked out of something. Not publicly, anyway. Could be something like that's happening, but it just never got brought to our attention. Sounds like you've got something in mind. Yeah, but I still got a few questions. Thanks, so we've managed to straighten some things out. You certainly match your reputation. Yeah, you're quite welcome. I don't really get it. We may have to start asking your questions more directly. Yes, and let's head to Anchorville City Hall.
Please wait a moment.
Gracio wouldn't commission this job on his own. Normally we investigate a case like this within City Hall. Anyway, try to do anything too suspicious, got it? Oh, Arkride Solutions, how's the crust coming along? Do you have an idea when we'll be able to put this behind us? Yeah, we've talked to everyone involved. Is that so? I'm glad. Perhaps we should go into that meeting for your report. Now, here's good. Since it looks like we've got to clear up some misunderstandings. Huh, what does that mean exactly? Sounds to me your investigation into the booking site is complete. Did you figure out what was causing the problems? Yeah, we sure did. I mean, having you here works out. It'll be much quicker if you're involved. Say what? Ban. Let me start with our conclusions. The problems with the booking site that have been popping up were caused by Number 3, Gracio. You, our client. Huh? What are you saying? So it was him. It would certainly explain a lot if he's our guy. Yes, including the true reason behind the trouble. Will you kindly elaborate? The trouble wasn't caused by the site itself, nor by the lodgings or the guests. It's a question of who caused the problems and why. The core issue is the discrepancy between the reservations the guests made and the information the accommodations received. Based on the fact that this problem is only happening in Anchorville, regardless of the site being used, and given the systems in place for a tourism support campaign, we were able to narrow down this list of third parties involved. The culprit in question intentionally created trouble for the lodgings by falsifying reservation information. Hold on a second, why would anyone do that? Sure, there were issues, but the payments people made were refunded properly, and they were even compensated for their trouble. Nobody stands to gain anything. Would someone really go through that much trouble just to cause problems? Not normally, no. You're right in that account. Especially if there wasn't the potential for a major payout that could offset the risk of being caught. But you must have an idea as to why someone would do this, Mr. Bannings. There's nothing to gain from it. No, there is one thing. Something only someone within the tourism branch would know about. Something so few people would ever deal with that would easily go on their radar. You mean for rebate money from canceled reservations? The rebate mirror from canceled reservations? Yeah, probably. With reservation information altered, guests would be forced to cancel with the tourism campaign. The funds are still requested when the reservation is completed. Our culprit in question exploited that gap and embezzled the funds from cancellations. It's the kind of thing only one person has access to, the person who makes the determination. In other words, you. There has been some talk up the ladder at City Hall. It was discovered that reports didn't match the approved budgets, which means someone from inside the organization was up to something. Investigation has been pending. Gracio, mind giving me a look at your computer? That you... It's not true, sir. I would never embezzle money. I only want to bring some life into this town. Before I knew it, I had all his mirror at my fingertips, more than I ever seen. Is this because he got brainwashed, or is this of his own free will? No, that's not what I meant to say. Gra! Well, I guess we managed to put that mystery to rest. Never imagined he'd be embezzling the funds. However, at least we figured things out. Is he gonna turn to a boss monster with mechanical parts? What's the deal? This isn't what I was told. Who told you what? Gracio, so you were being manipulated by the cult. You're a Spriggan, aren't you? You fix things, right? You'll do whatever you have to do for Mira, even making crimes disappear. Didn't you read my request properly? Huh? Your request? Word on the streets that oral network issues are within your area of expertise. Will you be able to help me clean up this mess? I have a feeling we weren't on the same page. So he expected us to help him cover up his crime. What a huge misunderstanding. I did nothing wrong. A double made me do it. If only you had just helped me cover everything up, instead of blabbing about the whole thing. What kind of solutions are you? My whole life is over. Gracio. What a joke. Saying anything else at this point is just meddling, but we did accept his request. How to deal? Calm him down for reason. Pressure him into shutting up. Strangely, this is Law in Gray. I do need a little bit more gray. Don't throw a tantrum, you're not a kid. You're the one who tried using a Spriggan to hide criminal activity. Don't you think you ought to start by paying for that? Huh? First, admit your crimes. Don't blame it on anyone or anything else. Otherwise, you won't be able to make amends, let alone start fresh. If you posted a 4SVG, then you should take responsibility. Gah! You guys. We apologize for making a scene. We ain't trying to stand out any more than we already have. So do you mind taking him to another room and calling the cops for us? No, I don't mind. And so, a calmer Gracio was taken to another room. To prevent the disturbance from spreading, he was handed over to police via back door. After a time, an air of peace returned to this tumultuous city hall. I hope you all forgive me. I never expected things to turn out like this. If it's any consolation, I was at least able to arrange for the payment on Gracio's behalf. You did solve the problem with the reservations, after all. Seeing how things went, I almost want to ask for a bonus. But let it slide. It's partly our fault for not noticing the issue earlier. Man, don't tell me you feel sorry for the bastard. I'm not that naive. Depending on the client, it's not impossible that we accept that kind of request. We're not obligated to help someone who just wants to avoid paying for their crimes. You're right, that simply isn't our way. I see, so this is Spriggan. I'm ashamed to admit I was on my guard against you, but just because I heard you did jobs for the Underworld. That does sound like an appropriate reaction. It's a shame things turn out like this, but I think your tourism plan is still a great idea. Please keep doing what you can to make our town a great place to visit. Of course. We'll have to restructure our campaign, though, and earn back the trust of the people we've made problems for. Good luck with all the fallout, too. As for us, it's time we took our leave.
That's all, folks.
Wait, so that guy really... It was a mandatory quest, but he wasn't connected to the cult? To the vestiges?
Reward deposited.
Huh. Grade 2?
Please.
It's hard to believe such a serious hard worker was embezzling funds. Seems like misjudged Gracio as bad as I misjudged you folks. Shows you can never really know someone just from how they appear. I'd better learn from my nephew back in Crosswell so I can be a better judge of character. Now I get it, the name Bennings was ringing a bell. Got a nephew over in Crosswell, see. I'm really proud of the kid. He's a model member of the police and works harder than anyone. I need to learn from his example and figure out how to be a better judge of character. I need to learn how to get over these barriers.
What do we have here?
Missing Deliveryman. I run Nelkin Transport here in Anchorville. My delivery guy went out to do his morning rounds, but I've been unable to get in touch with him ever since. If possible, I'd like the situation to resolve without a fuss. If you're able to help me, meet me at the station. President Nelkin. A missing case. I'm curious about this one. Me too. I wonder if it has anything to do with AD. There must be some reason they're looking to a Spriggan for help. I vote we get the lowdown on this one. Yeah, I'm with you there. Got a weird feeling for a reason, but I think it might be worth accepting regardless. Are you President Nelkin, the one who submitted the 4SVG? Yes, are you the rumored Spriggan? Thank you for coming. I am Nelkin, of Nelkin Transport. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're from Arkride Solutions. Nelkin Transport's not a name we hear around here very often. Or sorry, not to be rude. That's quite alright. We're still a small transportation company as we only recently opened for business. But that's what lets us provide personalized service and give our all to every job. Fortunately for us, that meant a steadily growing list of customers. That's all well and good, but can you cut to the chase already? What do you want from us? Are you having trouble getting in touch with one of your delivery guys or something? I think there's more to it than that. Indeed, as this relates to my company policies. The missing person in question is a young man from the Central East who has a history of arrests. We employ a number of people who have served time, as well as those with large debts, a history of smuggling, or even no home. I go as far as to say they make up the majority of our workforce. Ah, that means... So you actively employ people with nowhere else to go. Correct, they have passed, but are still doing their best in reintegrating into society. We established this company to give them a second chance, to give them a home. Unfortunately, some of them are still dealing with the repercussions of their crimes and debts for various reasons. The guild and the police would not be able to turn a blind eye to such things. Which is why a bit of heat could cause trouble for some of my other employees as well. It's something I like to avoid. I know I'm being selfish, but how about it? Will you be willing to take on my request? Okay. Sounds like it meets the criteria for a first VG to me. We'll take it on. Oh, thank you. I'll be counting on you. Hold on now. First I want to know why the delivery guy went missing. That's a good question. According to your request, he was in the middle of a job for a company that hired you, right? I haven't the slightest idea. The delivery person is a Central Easterner named Yasser. He's always been a hard worker. But this morning, after we received word that his delivery had been completed, he completely fell off the radar. Is it possible he got caught up in something, in an accident? That's certainly a possibility. Let's not worry about the why for now. We should start searching. You're right. Do you know what his delivery route was? The last report we got was for the complete delivery was in a residential area to the southeast. After that, he should have been stopping by the workshop for vehicle maintenance. It may also help you to know that due to his frequent trips to the logistics center, he was friends with some of the employees of our firms. Sounds like as good a place to start as any. Let's go and see what they have to say. Thanks again. I really wasn't sure what I should do. And then you came, like a blessing from the gods. With that, I leave the rest to you. I'm counting on you. Huh? Sure, let's leave it to us.
You have my support, Mr. Arkride.
Is he exploiting his employees or something?
Let me ask you something.
Central Eastern Deliveryman, huh? Yeah, someone like that stopped by this morning. Really? I never expected him to come to your workshop. What did he buy? A maintenance kit with some oil and a brush for cleaning small places. He said he was going to use it on his delivery vehicle. Something bothering you? It's just he seemed a little out of sorts when he came in. Like he was dead on the inside, like he'd given up. He was looking at our products with a faraway look in his eyes. Why would he be so forlorn? I don't know what happened, but it's sure pushing the definition of depression. Especially considering the contents of that maintenance kit. It just occurred to me it could be used just as effectively to service a firearm. I tried to see how he was feeling, but he blew me off by saying it didn't matter. That is a concerning response. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I can't say anything for certain, but I did wonder. I even thought about getting in touch with the guild or calling the police. There's something going on, isn't there? Yeah, just leave it to us for now.
We have all kinds of fresh vegetables.
Got something to ask you.
And this is where his delivery stopped. But he still hasn't contacted us. Did something happen? Yasser wouldn't flake on this, would he? He said Yasser. Looks like you're a friend of our missing delivery man. Who are you? The crew asked about the missing Yasser. He said he's missing? There's no way, he'd never take off without letting me know. I heard you work for different companies, but it seems like the two of you are pretty good friends. Yeah, I work for a company called Anchorville Transport. I actually met Yasser while we were waiting for packages at a logistics center. We're around the same age, so we kind of hit it off, and we're always talking shop while drinking coffee. Actually, I just picked up a package Yasser was supposed to deliver this afternoon. I figured I'd take it to him. Anchorville Transport is a pretty big company. Yeah, they've been around a while. You could say they're a pillar of the industry at this point. Did something make you transport another company's package? Hey, I got permission, you know. We always help each other out when we're in trouble. I'm still doing my work too, so it's not like anyone's gonna complain. I expect the paperwork might be troublesome. You seem to be a good friend. A little too nosy, in my opinion. So it sounds like it's pretty unusual that he just vanished without saying anything to you. Something has been eating away at him for a while now. He never brought it up himself, so I tried not to pry. Now that he's missing, I can't do nothing. Will you let me join in the search? Always happy for an extra pair of eyes, but aren't you in the middle of work? Doesn't make a difference. Well, even while working, I can still gather information. So please, find my friend. Let me know if you hear anything at all.
We have all kinds of fresh vegetables.
Pardon me.
I sure hope that delivery boy is okay. Oh, did he need something? Could this be the person Yasser was delivering to? Pardon me, I was hoping to ask a question. May I ask about the missing Yasser? Central Eastern. Oh, you mean the deliveryman who came in this morning? He was missing. Surely he wouldn't have been so barred by such a minor thing. Was there some kind of trouble? Yes, well, I wouldn't call it trouble per se. He delivered a package from my son and his wife, who are in the capital. It's just that he was a little late. How late do you mean by little? Let's see, about a minute maybe. That's a little, alright. It could be just someone's clock is fast. Certainly, but it seemed to really matter to the delivery man. I told him there was nothing to worry about, that it was just a minute. But he apologized time and time again like he thought it was the end of the world. Why would he go that far? Something's not right with the boss. And after that, he was completely distracted, like he couldn't think about anything else. I heard him mumbling things like it's all over and I'm finished as soon as he got back to his delivery vehicle. I got worried he might get into an accident since he seemed so frazzled, so I called to him. I'm fine, it's okay, nothing's wrong. Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. He took off after that. There was nothing more I could say. It sure doesn't sound like he was fine. Yeah, it was barely even a mistake. It's the kind of thing that could happen to anyone. Something's definitely going on. Not much is clear. Thanks for your help, ma'am. It was nothing. I just hope everything's alright. The group finished investigating the places mentioned by President Nelkin, and decided to organize the information they uncovered. We spoke to a lot of people. Still don't know where that delivery guy Yasser has gotten off to, but we at least have a vague idea what he might be playing. Yeah, so it's just a guess. He might be quitting his job, searching for something, planning to commit suicide. No matter how you look at it, that's certainly the idea that comes to mind. Yes, whereas the concerning look the old lady saw or the kid he purchased at the workshop. Not mention the fact that he can't be found anywhere in the city, even though he's driving a delivery vehicle. Then there's a good chance he's already left. Things aren't looking good, huh? He went missing this morning, right? That's quite a long time ago. I should likely think it would take him some time to work up the nerve. We better hurry and find him. And let's get to it. You guys are still in the city? Louis, I almost forgot we exchanged contact information. You said you were headed to the logistics center to find anything? Yeah, he said I just missed Yasser. That idiot left behind a freaking suicide note. He said he was headed somewhere in the Anchorville Outskirts. It's just as we thought. Yeah, but if he's headed to the outskirts, we might still be able to stop him. Let's hurry. So was it not the Vestiges? Huh? Okay, real quick, I need to watch, use up the second movie, so I didn't realize there were two. Yeah, this film truly embodied the joys of student life and of youth in general. Was there a time like that for me as well? I wonder if I have no memory of it. Oh, my apologies, I hadn't intended to put a damper on the mood. No, don't worry, you didn't. There's nothing to apologize for. In fact, I'm glad you connected with the movie enough to even start thinking about stuff like that. I appreciate you saying so. Also, how do I put this? I think working together with your friends and using your skills to inspire others like the characters did. Even if I can't remember having such an experience myself, it seems like a wonderful way to support and uplift those around you. True, even if it's not the more tangible and direct variety, emotional support still has value. What do you mean you can't remember having an experience like that? It's what you do every day, ain't it? The attention to detail you put into looking after everyone, the encouragement you give us all, pretty much everything you do. The fact is, you make us feel secure and motivated in a way cheerleading alone could never match. Mr. Arkride, thank you very much. I never thought my support of everyone in those terms, but perhaps my methods could be thought of as a form of cheerleading. If so, then I may have a more intimate understanding of this subject after all. So that's what cheerleading's like. It looked amazing. I'm kind of jealous of the characters. But I mean, not in a weird way or anything. I'm having a hard time putting my feelings into words. Hey, don't worry, you didn't say anything weird at all, and I wasn't gonna make fun of you. I'm guessing it's that you wouldn't mind being part of such a bright, exciting world. That about sum it up? Yes, actually, you really do understand, but hearing it out loud, I can't help but feel kind of embarrassed now. I suppose I can't deny I really do have a bit of a feminine side after all. Honestly, watching those girls live out their high school lives kind of made me wish I could experience that too. If that's how you honestly feel, I don't think you've got anything to be embarrassed about. In fact, that side's a part of who you are. So if you deny it, try to ignore it or bury it, it'd only be you disrespecting yourself. Van, yes, you're absolutely right. Thank you. And I feel a little better now that I was able to honestly share my thoughts on the movie. Okay, give them a few connect points.
Then let's head over.
Okay. Haven't really done road battles in a while, have we? Oh, these fucking flies.
Look out for range attacks.
Engaging enemies.
Charge attacks ready.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Let's stomp these bugs into the ground.
Oh man.
Backup's here.
Might want to boost here.
Backup's here.
You're
Balls in your court.
Watch closely.
Accelerating! It's over! Infinity Seeker! Fine!
Ooh, the faster boost gauge.
Well, these. Wait, why are these plants so tanky? Huh.
Make it count.
Shark command, activate.
My sincere thanks.
Activate skill.
Calamity Kiss! Quatre, your turn!
Initiating drive.
I'm with you.
So show them what you got.
On your heels! Following up!
There!
Allow me to help. I can do even better.
Seriously, that is such a weird monster. A plant that's also basically a palette swap of the generic wolf with Bomb's enemy.
Make it count.
Some arts will really sting. You're mine.
You cannot run.
Fire! Mr. Arkride!
Have some more.
That went better than I anticipated.
You're a model employee, Risette.
Right on the money. Engaging enemy. Short offensive engaged.
Okay, stunned most of them.
Might want to boost here.
Go all in on him.
Show them what you got. Boost gauge limiter.
Okay, got some step for that.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You did great, Van.
Oracle.
Anywhere it hurts with magic. Let's pound them into next week. Charge attacks ready.
Number 10.
Activate sharks.
You're
come with you.
mine.
Follow my lead.
Roger.
Garden. Here to support. I'll help out.
You're mine. Ooh, the cap off your boost.
This is tricky. I need to grab the chest about triggering the event.
I detect treasure.
Sepith? Okay, please don't detect me.
I smell treasure.
Trail Bomb? That's because if I complete the event, the game will automatically kick me back to town, and then all the enemies will respawn. Don't want that. A weird turtle thing.
Treasure located.
Watch it. That one's big. Looks like the gang's all here.
I eagerly await your performance.
Charge attacks ready.
There! Stay calm and work through it.
Let's stomp these bugs into the ground.
Now's our chance. I'm with
God
you.
damn. You chunky ass dudes.
You're mine. Ooh, the cap off your boost.
Power and efficiency increased.
Marble Brooch. You, Matt. Corundum Ring.
That went better than I anticipated.
Good
Oh,
job,
hey,
Risette.
treasure chest.
Oh, it's one of those chests.
Leave it to me. Conducting search. Conducting search. This is kid stuff. Security bypassed. Conducting search.
This one's gonna be tough. What the fuck is this?
Conducting search.
How fucking wide this one is, man.
Conducting search. Conducting search.
Like, how am I gonna find the room to actually move through this?
Conducting search. Conducting search. Conducting search.
Oh, made it.
This is kid stuff. Security bypassed. I made it! This thing's as good as unlocked.
Crystal Eden.
Good stuff.
Look out for range attacks. Let's stomp
I'll help out.
bugs into the ground. Might want to boost here.
I'll help out.
Go all in on him.
You're mine.
Garden.
Losing
Mr.
half your
Arkride.
boost gauge.
Here goes.
Show them what you got.
Just try
Boost
me.
gauge limiter unlocked.
Backup's here.
Activating
Balls in your
skill.
court.
Boost gauge limit broken.
Treasure located.
Smog.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Way to steal the spotlight, Judith.
Something's there. Why not run a shard search?
Engaging enemy.
Your target attack's ready now.
Got this in the bag.
Go, go, go!
My
I owe you
sincere
one.
thanks.
Follow up.
Strike now.
Show them what.
Just try
Boost
me.
gauge
Late to the
limiter
crowd,
unlocked.
Judith.
Activating skill.
Sucker!
Quatre, your turn.
There.
Allow me to help.
Allow me.
I'll help out.
Have some more.
There we go.
I'm going.
Understood.
You got
That
it.
went better than I anticipated.
I can always count on you, Risette.
Celestial Bomb.
Watch it. That one's big.
Might want to boost.
Mystic Vision.
Activating Mystic Vision. Here I go.
Wait, it's an instant move, sort of.
Boost here.
I can't SEL him with myself.
Sting.
Go all in on him.
Initiating drive.
I'll help out.
What?
Now is an opportune time to boost.
Go all in on him.
I'll support you.
Getting fired up. Keep moving, Van.
Use a shy boost to get the upper hand.
Here goes.
Now, put on the pressure.
My
Thanks,
sincere
pal.
thanks.
I'll take that.
Make it count.
Show them what you got.
On your heel.
Just try me.
Go.
Mr. Salesian.
Preparations are complete.
Okay, Mobius code.
Just we strike now.
Mobius code. Activate. That's not all.
Initiating drive.
Payback time. Don't screw with me.
Keep your guard.
Precision slash. Nice delay.
There.
If we please.
I forgot her clones are extremely slow.
Allow me.
Here's my chance.
Use Phantasma gun.
Just we strike now.
Initiating drive.
Go all in on him.
Hermes Chaser.
You have this.
Exceeding limits. Hèrmes. Chaser. Target locked. Cha!
My move now.
Attack their weakness with an art.
Let's party.
Now, put on the pressure.
My
Thanks,
sincere
pal.
thanks.
I'll take that.
Through Azure Sunray.
Activating skill.
Turn this dusking power.
Back to blue skies. Azure Sunray.
Just try me.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
If we please.
Allow me.
Here goes.
Okay.
Certain arts will prove more potent.
I suggest we strike now.
Link's Barrage.
Got you covered. Yeah. Have some of this.
Oh no, it's buffing! Or not?
That's far enough.
Okay, just did a big attack that went through my shields, unfortunately.
Go all in on him.
Attack their weakness with an art.
I suggest we strike now.
On your heel.
There.
Allow me to help.
Allow me.
I'll help out.
Some arts will really sting.
Go all in on him.
Can't make another clone.
Make it count.
Ah.
Alright, nice. I got some more boost.
Initiating drive.
I'll help out to help, if you would.
I'm with you. Swiftly now. Turbo code.
My
I'll
sincere
I'll
thanks.
take that.
Make it count.
Certain arts will prove more potent.
I suggest we strike.
Romance with 4 beast sums. Well, I'm boosted. BLTZ.
Certain art.
I'll cover you.
A private concert to steal your senses.
Pierce! Break! Howl! Dance about! Romance of the 4 beastoms! Test your luck!
Boost gauge
Keep moving,
limiter
man!
released.
Treasure Sunray while I'm on my last turn of his awakening.
Arts will work better.
I suggest we strike
Activating
now.
skill.
Turn this dusk in power back to blue skies. Azure Sunray!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
And done. He had the max possible boosts from his awakening, so that just killed off the boss, I guess. Thanatos jail obtained?
That's all, folks.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Seems the final plugins for each element have to be obtained through tougher means. Also, there's supposed to be a fishing spot.
Seems like a good fishing spot.
That's it. This is a big
Let's
one.
see.
Okay, A-rank Marble Snakehead, finally. Van, over there! There he is! Things will be easier this way. Yazer put a gun to his mouth. Wait! Coin? Huh? Made in time. Oh, just barely. Hey you, don't be stupid! Why are you trying to stop me? I've been struggling with this all morning, and I finally made up my mind. I'll finally be over. I'll finally be free. There's nowhere else to go, and nowhere else to run. Just what could possibly push you this far? So we had run away, but why do something like this? Look, we're strangers. We don't understand your situation. Maybe you're not interested in what we have to say. But we're here, aren't we? That's gotta be some kind of fate. So why don't you calm down and tell us what's going on? Depending on what you're going through, we might need to change up our request. Just who are you guys? I knew it. That guy's exploiting you. After Yazer finally calmed down, he shared how things are at this point. And provided a deeper look into the realities of Nelkin transport. Over 300 hours of unpaid overtime, being forced to come in on your days off. Not to mention how mistakes are penalized and employees are required to maintain company vehicles on their own dime, among other things. This is all clearly exploitation. And some of the worst kinds, no less. Even though Underworld's not this bad, or should I say cruel. What difference does it make? That president dude acts all nice and everything, but he's a real piece of work. Ever since I was arrested for stealing from the fields back when I was a refugee, my whole life has been on a downward spiral. I joined this company shortly after I got out of prison. At first I was grateful to them. They gave those of us with nowhere else to go a chance to work. But in the end, you were caged by your criminal past and forced to work like slaves. I could tell that my will to live was being gradually ground to dust. We barely even get our wages, and even now we're stuck living out of the office. But where else could we go? In the end, it didn't matter. We didn't even have the strength to run away. That's just horrible. There's no way we can forgive them. I knew such companies worked in the shadows of the Republic. What was the president thinking when he made this request? It didn't feel like anything was off with the request itself. Yeah, but I did get a sense that talking to him that something wasn't right. But now the troops come out, that guy simply doesn't meet our requirements. Sammy paid the price, including what he owes us for trying to make us do this dirty work. You aren't planning on reporting a company, are you? Please don't. There's no proof, and if you report them, then the rest of the employees won't have a place to belong. Trust me, that's just another way these guys keep people in line. And no matter what they tell you, this ain't the kind of place you can belong to. It's something but hell with air conditioning. You're gonna have to grow a spine, get yours, and buy your life back. Do that and we'll be right there with you. Why would we go that far? It's not just for you. We gotta balance our own account too. Besides, there's someone else just as pissed off as we are. Hey! Thank the goddess, you made it in time. Yazer, you damn fool. How dare you leave me with a suicide note? Luis, the exploitation you were talking about, do you think that would have just ended with your death? Why don't you let me help you? We're friends, aren't we? Ah. Well, the players are all here. Yep, and now it's time to plan. The group and Luis began gathering information once more. When they finished making their preparations, they called over their former client. Hello everyone, sorry to keep you waiting. Sorry to call you all the way out here. No, this may be the best, given my request. We won't have to worry about anyone overhearing us. You mentioned you want to make your report in person. Do you have any luck finding Yazer? Yeah, he's in the cab of his truck. Seems like he decided to take matters in his own hands. Is that so? That makes things easier on me then. Huh? I'm sorry to say we get these kinds of escapees every once in a while. It would be inconvenient if our practices were made public, so I always have to track them down and bring them back. They forget how much I do for them. These stray dogs should just be grateful I even give them a job. Are we recording this? We probably are. That's the only reason why we would call this guy out here. Well, thanks for finding him before it became a whole thing. You guys are in better than the rumors say. Can I leave the cleanup to you all as well? With that, I leave the rest of you. I'm counting on you. So that's what he really meant. Suppose he wasn't lying about wanting things resolved without a fuss. So the whole for SPG was just to help this guy hide his shady business. What are you talking about? President! You! What? Didn't you say he was dead in a delivery truck? That's not what I said. I said he decided to take matters in his own hands. Evidence of everything from Nelkin transport's illegal hiring practices to rampant exploitation. It's right here. We're just showing this to him? We made backups, right? What? Turns out there were a lot of other people in the industry who were concerned about the way your employees work. I used my contacts in Anchorville Transport to gather plenty of proof. We have all data from the company T-Phones too. That should be ample evidence of the excessive workload you force on us. And just for good measure, we hacked some of the Nelkin Transport's internal data you've been trying to cover up. All we have to do now is show this to the right people and your company is finished. Yeah, your security was so lax, it was almost boring. We analyzed and restored everything, including your encrypted data and everything you deleted. What's going on here? Why are you helping this other stray dog? Were you supposed to solve any problems no matter the circumstances as long as you get paid? That's too bad for SPGs. Isn't that what a Spriggan does? What are you talking about? I don't know where you got that idea, but we don't operate in a scale of black, white, or gray. Taking on a request like this was a mistake. No way we tackle for SPG as foul as this one. Now it's time to negotiate. You got 3 options. 1, completely revamp your company and develop a proper working environment and suitable compensation. 2, pay your employees what you owe them, plus additional compensation, and let them leave the company amicably. 3, do nothing, and watch us hand this data over to Guild or police and let them crush you in your business. Personally, I recommend 1 or 2. Do those, and I can hold off on reporting you for now. And trust me, that's way more of a break than you deserve. Consider it thanks for giving these people a place to go. Haha, haha. I think I'm going to pick option 4. Kill you and recover the data. Where'd they all come from? How'd they all fit in that little car? Who are these guys? They're the guards who hang around the main office. Based on the way they move, I guess they're Jaeger dropouts. I can't believe this guy would go this far. Were they all, like jammed into the trunk? This is my insurance to make sure none of those wayward strays get any ideas. Alright, you lot, do it. Yes, sir. So we'll have to shove them up ourselves. Yazer, Louise, please step back. Just these guys, nothing to worry about.
Damn boss! Payback time!
That's far enough!
Okay.
This is it!
First we Mobius code.
Transmitting code! Deploy! That's not all!
Okay.
Activating shard command.
This saved me!
How about a nice dirt nap?
How about Nicias Phantasma?
Initiating drive.
You just break my shield instantly?
Support!
Man.
All eyes on me. Time to raise the curtain. Grimcat at your service.
Okay. Please bewitch.
Activating skill.
You're not getting away. You know what to do, Anyas.
How about a nice dirt nap?
Grantham light, shine.
I owe you one. Here goes.
They have Zoc.
Eat it! Eat it! Eat it!
There. I've got you covered.
Allow me.
Here goes.
Okay, with that kind of chain multiplier, I can finish you off. Vandalize the raid.
Activating skill.
Brace yourself.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Impossible!
How can this be? Whew, that wasn't too much trouble. Yeah, those chumps never stood a chance. Looks like it's over for now. Eek, please stop! Yazer! Don't! You're a real piece of work, President Nelkin. When you took me in, a social researcher with a record, you saved me. I was in your debt. That's why I begged them to give you a chance, a way to solve this. I can't believe I was such a fool. Gah! What will we do? Stop Yazer, don't stop! What? Okay, I think I need to push my chaos up a bit further. Sorry. Pant. Okay, he didn't go for it after all. Man, you had every reason to shoot him, so it wasn't my place to interfere. But you didn't cross that line. That's the difference between you and him. Yeah, this guy's not worth committing another crime over. I'm sure you're worried about your job, but remember, you got me. Louise. Right, thanks. Heh. Man, you really had me worried there for a moment. Guess you could say we finished the request. After a van crew called the Anchorville police and handed over an unconscious Nelka and his goons. They left everything else to the police, including the evidence of the company's exploitation. These and the rest of the Nelka transport employees collectively agreed to cooperate with the investigation, and face the music coming clean about their criminal past and their illegal entry in the country. Might be strange for me to say this, but thank you, all of you. It's because of you I got to help my friend out of a bad place. I'm truly grateful. It was you who's been Yazer's most important pillar of emotional support. It's because of you that he hesitated to take his own life and not someone else's. I'm sure it meant the world to him to have someone reach out to him at his lowest moment. All I've ever done is shout at him at the logistics center. And isn't that what's most important? Yeah, it sounds to me like what you'd call a friend. Heh. Anyway, I won't get to see Yazer for a while because of the investigation. He's probably in a real bind now the company he worked for is gone, so I'll have to give him another hand. Maybe I'll try and introduce him to a recruiting office. I could help. Yeah, that's a nice idea. If any trouble pops up, you guys can always put up a Forest VG. I'll be sure to let him know. Spriggan, huh? Good luck with everything while you're in Anchorville.
That's one job behind us.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Rean Chaos. That wasn't enough to get me all the way up for Chaos? Okay, I think that about covers every place there is to see. And we've gone through most of the Forest VGs too. No sign of those masked guys are a white replica. Right, they're still at large. Perhaps we ought to gather everyone together and discuss the matter. Yeah, I'm curious about Mom thinks. Let's head back to the Chat Noir. Wait, I don't want to go... Wait, oh no, they won't let me go to the computer itself though. That's a little unfortunate.
Kinds of fresh vegetables.
Now, it's about time I get back to my deliveries. My daily routine is to wrap up work by nightfall and then enjoy a drink at Chat Noir. I wonder if Shannon will be surprised when I tell her what happened today. Or are two of them close? I think they just might be. Thanks for everything you did for Yazer. I don't really get what Spriggan is, but I hope everything works out for you folks while you're here. Okay. Hèrmes' final delivery. Hèrmes wants to meet me on the southern outskirts of Anchorville. I thought she was busy with a space program. Why does she want to meet me in a place like that? Fans group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Seriously, what's she thinking, making me drive out here on a normal bike? I mean, sure, Master let me borrow his, but come on. What the hell?
Hiya, Arkride. Right on time.
Is that you, Hèrmes? Don't tell me that's... Yep, this is a new AF model designed just for a launch. I was in the area doing a last-minute test of its long-range flight capability, so I figured I'd swing by. Is that really loud? It's not like it'll delay tomorrow's schedule, so let's not sweat the details. More importantly, give me a minute to get out of this thing. I can give you the rundown while we're on the road. Never expected you to take on a delivery job as Hèrmes this late in the game. It's crazy to think you're doing this when you're going into space tomorrow. Is it? I feel like I gotta get this done because I'm going to space tomorrow. I don't want to have any regrets. Nothing ever shakes you, does it? So why you ask me to tag along for a ride? Worried something might go south? Yep, the job this time is a race against time. The kind of express delivery only I can pull off. So when my bike breaks down, it's all over. Obviously that's not a part of the plan, but it doesn't hurt to play safe. Does this job matter that much? Just what exactly are you delivering? Oh, there's the distribution warehouse. Once we get a package from the Deliveryman, we'll be racing straight to Anchorville City. Hi, I'm with a private delivery service. You should have been told I'd be taking over a package over this tracking number. It'll have just arrived here. Alright, the client just told us about you a moment ago. I'm surprised you're here already. Is it just me or does she remind me of someone? I must be imagining things. I'll get you the package right away then, but do you really think you can deliver in time? That's why I'm here. Since we've got less than 5 minutes left. We can still make it. Don't slow down, we're going straight to the station. I guess it's a goodbye for now. I promise I'll write to you once I'm solved. I know you will, and I swear I won't forget the time we spent together, so you better get your butt here, back here one day, got it? I guess the package isn't going to get here in time. Thank you for waiting. The international train will be arriving on platform 3 shortly. This train departs from Nihon and is bound for Arden in the Principality of Remiferia. Wait, is it possible to use the assault frame itself to deliver the package? Would that be faster or slower than a motorcycle? That's my train. Take care, you guys. Hey, why's that bike speeding right for us?
I made it. Here, your package.
Huh, for me? Are you telling me this is the gift we ordered made in time? I can't believe it. You must be Hèrmes. Wait, isn't she? No, forget it. Now's not the time. Thank you so much. Now we can send our friend off without any regrets. No worries. Just doing what I was paid to do. I'll deliver anywhere on time. That's my motto. The young man then boarded his train at the last possible minute with a smile on his face and a gift in his hand. Next stop is new home. So because of the shipping company's incompetence, the present got stuck in transit. The gift was supposed to arrive yesterday so that they could give it to him before he left, but it's only just made the distribution center today. Bingo, it wasn't going to make it in time, so I had to grab it from the warehouse myself. And I gotta say, it's cool how my reputation for fast deliveries has spread. And here I was wondering what you could need me for when you were working on the space program. Didn't expect such a routine gig. What, do you think we'd be delivering some classified national secrets? You know me, all clients are created equal. Hell, a kid could ask me to deliver a caterpillar and I'd do it. Honestly, I'm just glad I got a package to them on time. I don't think anybody else would have come all this way just for that. Who said that was the only reason I came to Anchorville? Oh, it's here.
Sorry to keep you waiting. This is our famous Cafe de Tiramisu.
Now this is what I'm talking about. I just had to have one while I still could. I tried it when I visited Anchorville once before, and let me tell you, I totally fell in love.
Please don't tell me the other reason you came out here was just to eat this. I'll tell you, alright. And please, don't act like you haven't gotten this far for your favorite sweets. God, you got me there. And thanks for coming along for a ride today, Arkride. Now I can head off to space with no regrets. Glad to hear it. What's all this about regrets? You're usually so confident in yourself. Worst case scenario isn't out of the question, you know. No harm in making sure I'm prepared for if things go bad. Since I'm the only one who can pull it off, I'll put everything on the line to see my duty done. Huh, duty, is it? And I'm sure you've already put two and two together. But just leave everything in space to me, especially now that I can go out there with a clear head. While I'm off doing that, I want you to do what only you can. Jeez, just what are you up to? Now I'm gonna have to live up to your expectations. Tell you what, you can count on me to handle things down here on the ground. That way, when you wrap up your space duties, I can welcome you back home with no problems. Thanks, Arkride. Hearing that is just what I needed. That's so, well, as long as I could help. You really didn't have to see me off, Arkride. So I hope you'll look forward to tomorrow's lunch. Sure. Am I right in thinking you're a little... afraid?
I knew I couldn't fool you.
Yeah, there's something up there that's going to require an assault frame, apparently.
I mean, on paper, success is all but guaranteed. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried. It'd be a whole lot easier if my life was the only one on the line. That is, I'm shouldering all the responsibility of a giant nationwide project. And even if the worst case scenario comes to pass, I can't afford to end up looking lame up there.
This ain't like you, is it? The legendary Hèrmes always gets where she needs to go and makes it back in one piece.
She sure does. Okay, when I get back and things calm down, let's go on a trip together again.
I swear, she's always such a tease. I guess that's part of what makes her who she is. I'll be waiting for you, Hèrmes. As your friend, I believe in you. After that, Van returned to Anchorville City, met with his friends, and resumed work. Hello, core voice Hèrmes. Okay, Aaron. Warming up. Aaron wants me to help him warm up if I'm free. He had a pretty serious look on his face. Maybe I better go. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. There's something I should do before I head out there. Aaron then took Van out of the city. No sense any monsters nearby. It looks like nothing's gonna get in our way here. Isn't this where we fought that boss? Is there a reason we had to come all the way out here just to warm up? What's going on for your... Hey now, what's the big idea? Just shut up and get ready. Surprise attacks ain't uncommon in actual combat. Don't you go holding back now, got it? Oh, that's how it is. If it's a fight you want, I'd be happy to oblige. Here I come. Do I have to play this one? No, it's just a cutscene. The two began their practical combat training. Aaron relied on his GEKKA school sword skills while Van used the hollow style of his Kunlun martial arts, as well as various tricks. Huh? The coin attack? That got you? Damn, you're pulling coins at me. You're one crafty asshole. Well, I had to take a gamble. It was all I could come up with to put a stop to your acrobatics. But I doubt whatever foe you're dreaming up is going to use tricks like that. Probably not. Considering the guy uses GEKKA School of Martial Arts, you're guessing he's from the East, yeah? Is it just me, or are you obsessed with him? I mean, I get he's wearing the same style as you and all. How can I not be after witnessing such incredible martial arts firsthand? It ain't just him. Every one of those masked jackasses is something else. So how can I just stand my ass and do nothing? Even the Heavenly Mother might forgive me, I won't forgive myself for letting those bastards do as they please. That's why I'll be using you to improve my martial arts. I hope you're ready. How can I say no when you went through all the trouble of picking me as your punching bag? That said, be better if...
I see you've already warmed up.
Fun? Oh good, I'm glad you can make it. Thanks for coming all this way despite your busy schedule. Once I got your message, I did my best to carve out some time. I had to, seeing it's all for Aaron. Man, did you? I mean, I had a pretty good idea what you wanted from me. But fighting someone with a weird-ass style like me ain't gonna do much to improve your own martial arts. What you need is a fellow student of the GEKKA school, a master. I'll be your opponent today, Aaron. I'll face you not as the next head of the Liu family, nor as the vice president of the Kowloon Bank, but as the master of the GEKKA School of Martial Arts. From what I heard, he used to be an assistant instructor. Apparently it's been a hot minute since he was on the front line, so... For real, I remember when you used to help train me when I was just a twerp. Now I could ask for a better training partner. You can still go, right? Don't worry, I may not have dueled anyone recently, but I have never slacked my training. Where I get serious or not is up to you. Now you're talking, get ready, Fondron. Ugh. Talismans! How can you move like that? And we've been a talisman no less. I admit, I'm used to being a bit pudgy. Ashin even chides me about it on occasion. Is that all you've got, Aaron? Don't underestimate me. Use your new S-craft. Hey, how long has it been since we last faced off like this? I think I used to train you when time permitted back in the day. Back when folks first started calling you Fondaren. Then you got busy, and Ashin started actually working for Heiwei. Even Gent started distancing himself from me. I don't mean to go on whining about the old man now, but back then you stood by my side. I still owe you for that. I did nothing to earn your gratitude, Aaron. In some ways, I'm just like my father. I'm still carrying the events of 40 years ago. You mean the tyrant's time? To be honest, I was only 5 years old at the time, so I don't remember things clearly. But even so, I will never forget how Longport was in those days. It's been carved into me. He always demonic tyrant, the constant conspiracies and betrayal, the fear which clings to the city even now. The past is a curse, speaking on the present. It's responsible for the events of last year, and ones that took place even just a few months ago. Still, Heiwei is changing, little by little, especially now that Sal has started a new family. Even Ashin has found a way to shake off the past and look forward. And that change continues with you, Aaron. Being with the Spriggan has really helped you find a new path for yourself.
How many times do I gotta tell you? I ain't part of Heiwei. And I ain't gonna be chained down by the past or the present. I'm gonna walk my own path.
As it should be. As it must be. Free yourself of even the dark machinations of fate itself. Break through all obstacles that lie before you. If you can believe in your friends and in yourself, I know you can do it, Aaron Way.
Was that the Ungula Barrage?
Oh, my. Well done.
Had another breakthrough, eh? And so Aaron was able to draw out more of his true potential. After everyone's wounds were attended to, Aaron and Van said goodbye to Fawn, who left to return to the Kowloon Financial Bank. I'm surprised he stuck around so long, considering how busy he is. Aaron is like a son to me, so I'm happy to help. His words. You're well loved, Mr. Prodigy. Can you stop calling me that already? But seriously, those are the things that make me me. As long as you get it.
Believe in my friends and myself, and break through the machinations of fate, huh? Never thought Fawn would be the one to tell me stuff like that.
Guy's not wrong about Hayway starting to change. You too, you're starting to believe in the path you've chosen for yourself and finding new potential for who you can be.
That guy's just a big softy. He's supposed to be the next head of the Liu family, you know. And you're not much different. You could tell I've been in a funk and set all this up just to help me.
Hope I didn't overstep. I mean, I was perfectly happy to stand at the side and let you two go at it.
Quit screwing around. I gotta admit, though, I do feel a little better thanks to you. Doesn't matter what those vestiges are plotting. It won't change what I have to do. They won't be wreaking havoc on my watch. I'm gonna find those bastards and send them packing. And I'm gonna do it with my GEKKA. As well as that Spriggan style I picked up from you.
I swear, you've got way more presence than when we first met. Prove to me you ain't gonna lose to anyone, Aaron.
Of course I will. You'd better be there to revel in my victory.
After that, Van and Aaron returned to the city. And after meeting up with their friends, resumed work. True Phoenix Barrage. Day of parting. I spent my youth at the Urlace orphanage. Lona, the director I connected with last year, and the children asked if we could meet. Apparently they've got business with me and Nanya's. I guess I should go hear what they have to say. Van's group decided to take a short break. The director of the orphanage got in touch to tell Van that she and the kids were headed to Anchorville. It wasn't long before they arrived on train from Eurasian. Welcome, everyone. We're glad you could come from Urlace to visit. Anya, Zen. It's Grampy Van. Hi, Grampy Van. Have you been well? Yeah, Grampy's doing just swell. Looks like nothing's changed with you kiddos. It's been a minute, Flona. You're right, I believe I haven't seen you since last year in Eurasian. Come now, Jean, say hello. Hi, Grampy. Hi, Anyas. You're gonna be showing us around Anchorville today, right? You better make it fun. No worries, I got you, kids. Didn't you tell us that today's Jean's last day? Yes, the paperwork is finished. After this, I'll be taking Jean to his new parents in the capital. Hopefully they aren't in any weird cult. This may be the last time he gets to play with his friends from the orphanage. You know, I looked into what happened beneath the surface of the old capital last year. You and the Earths put your lives on the line to save us. And I realized putting the children on the airship was a part of that. I don't know how I'll ever be able to repay you. I want you to at least be able to see the kids before Jean leaves. I know you must be extremely busy, but... please, first we only did what we had to back then. And second, we'd be delighted to help the children make some great memories. Alright, kiddos, let's head out. Try to stick together and not get lost, okay? We know, Grampy. I'm so excited, Grampy. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're just saying it to annoy me. Let's go. Okay. And so Anyas and Van's humble tour of Anchorville began. The cityscape, a combination of modern and traditional, was so different from Eurasian that it caught the children's attention. They enjoyed the scenic view of the river running through the city from atop the bridge, and toured locations that inspired the famous novel Sunshine Anyas. Additionally, Van took charge of guiding them all to the food stands. And for a grand finale, he took them to La Nuit de Chat Noir to enjoy its famous tiramisu. And then... wow, that tiramisu was so good. Right? It was at least as good as the birthday cake Miss Lona baked me. We even got to see a news agency from Sunshine Anyas. Wait a second, you have the same name as the girl from the book. Yeah, that's right. That's one of the reasons I love that story so much. Oh, by the way, my mother's name was Sophie. Really? Wow, that makes me so happy. And I'm glad everyone is having a good time. I kind of ran the tour by ear, so I'm glad it worked out. You even finished before the train's departure time. Yes, it's about time we head to the station, actually. Really? Thank you so much, you two. I'm certain the children made some happy memories. Miss Fiona! Jean's gone! He's what? Oh no. Hey, where's Jean? He was just here a second ago. Oh no! Jean, you big dummy, you're finally getting a new mommy and daddy. You can't disappear on our last day together. Jean. Van. Yeah, he couldn't have gone far. Well, wait here. Please, find him, Van. Short search. He's gonna really learn on the job. Van and I did our best to track Jean down. It wasn't long before I found him. Jean, thank goodness you're okay. I'm sorry it's disappeared like that. Everyone must have been real mad. Sophie was, that's for sure, but everyone's also really worried, Sophie included. Something tells me this isn't because you hate your new parents. I already met them a few times, and they're really nice people. And I know that if they become my parents for real, I'll definitely be happy. But you're wondering if it's really okay for you to leave our family, like Miss Fiona, behind. After all, she did raise you. On top of that, you're worried that these feelings might be disrespectful to your new parents. Am I right? How do you know? Just a hunch I got. You know, back when I was at the orphanage, I was like an older brother to everyone. Honestly though, I was kind of a brat, not like you. I think I was just lonely, looking back on it. Plenty of other people were in my family those days, but they kept leaving me behind. It hurt and I even got into fights because of it. I was starting to stand out, and not in a good way. Even still, Director Arkride continued to give me a place I could call home. Of course you can say, this is your home and your family. But one day you'll find a place where you surely belong, and when you do, you have to move forward, without looking back. And it will be sad when that day comes. However, wherever you end up, remember you'll always be one of my beloved children. Wherever I end up. It was because of what he said that I was able to start to open up doors. And now, I've got the kinds of friends I could never hope to replace. Director Arkride might be gone, but my connection to the orphanage remains. Heck, these days I've started to think I like my new home, and who I am. Van. Remember, Jean, it's okay to find happiness. I'm sure your family wants that for you too, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Jean. Jeez, what have you been doing? We don't have any more time to play. The train's leaving soon. I want to see the capital of you too. Guys. I want my new parents to know. Know all about my family at the orphanage. Sounds good to me. Make sure to introduce them. Feel bad for Miss Fiona and the children. It'll be difficult for them. Yeah, but this ain't goodbye forever. These days are all sorts of ways to stay in touch. Especially compared to when I was a kid. You know, I'd already heard about some of your childhood memories with Elaine and Kincaid. It was nice to hear about your father for a change. Why I have to go around my mouth? Let's just say I finally worked through my own feelings. All that stuff that happened after leaving the orphanage, I mean. Oh. Apparently I was dumped from the orphanage not long after I was born. The letter that came with me opened with this. This child is a devil. We can't raise him. Wow. After that was just a bunch of empty apologies. Director Arkride took me in without hesitation anyway. Yet I never... Once I was saved from that cult, Master used his connections so the orphanage would know that I was okay. And yet I never went back. I couldn't go back. How could I? He betrayed me, I had thought. He had told me off. Even if it had just been for a moment, I doubted the kind, generous man. How could I go back and face him like that? And then, when I was still training to be a Spriggan, I read an obituary in the local paper. The director had passed away. I looked into what had happened later, when I was in Ourasian for work. Turns out he would never stop looking for me after I went missing. Even while he was running the orphanage, he would reach out to his contacts and travel everywhere, all in the hopes of finding me. It was around the time that he found out I was okay that all the stress finally caught up to him and made him sick. Can't say I know how, but he seemed to understand my hesitation and resisted the urge to reach out to me himself. From what I heard, he spent his last breath praying that I had found a new home for myself. A new home? Way back when, Director Arkride said something to me. Man, you're not a devil. Many people in this world feel as though they don't have a place where they belong. But you are someone who knows what real pain is. That means you are better equipped to be there for people who need you. I believe that is what will help you find a place you can call home. Is that, huh? Don't tell me, is that how you came and start answering for SPGs? Who can say? To be honest, I'd forgotten he said all that. I never did pay him back for the things he told me. Even now, I wish I would have been there for his final moments. Man. Hey, it's all in the past now. It ain't my style to brood over something like this. So, that kid can learn to love his new family. And I guess this whole ordeal might have been worth it. I agree, I think you did get through to him. Especially because you've come to the same realization yourself. That, just like you told Jean, it's okay for you to find happiness. And that there are people who want you to.
So please, Van. Please, don't regret thinking back on the people you care about. Your father wanted you to be happy. Wanted you to find a place where you belong. Wanted you to smile. That's all. And I'm sure he and the goddess are smiling right now as well. As they watch over you.
Yes.
But what do I know, right? I'm just some girl who only now learned about all of this. But I do get it, Van. After all, I feel the same way as your father. Just as much as Director Arkride. No. Maybe even more. I want you to find happiness.
I swear, you really are something else. But I guess that goes for me too, huh? You guys, and you in particular, have been doing your damnedest to make sure I realize it. Makes me look pretty pathetic, huh?
I think that's just part of what makes you, you. You've brought so many of us into your circle and helped us to take a step forward. I'll always be glad I met you, from the bottom of my heart.
That goes for the both of us. Man, what did I do to deserve friends like you?
Well, not to steal your words, but that goes for the both of us. You better prepare yourself, though, because I'm just going to keep on growing. And then one day you'll say, "Damn, there ain't many women like her." And you'll sit around moping over the one that got away. I bet then you'll realize just what you've been missing out on.
Well, I'll look forward to that day.
After that, the two spent their remaining time together. And after a bit, they met with their friends and resumed work. Okay, Van got maxed out. Okay, interviewing a genius. Radio program asked Ren to appear on show. She seems intent on accepting, but I find it hard to believe they just interviewed an exchange student from Liberal. Maybe I should be present just in case. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up. Okay. Eaton.
I'm Edwin with Eaton News. So, you must be Kitty. Ren Bright. Thank you for agreeing to be a guest on my radio show.
Well, I just happen to have businesses in town, so I figure I might as well stop by while I'm here. I've actually listened to your show on the banks of the Mersey before. It's an honor to be invited by such a famous host. It's just a small late-night radio show, but I appreciate you saying so. And the young man with you is, considering me her acting guardian. Seeing as you contacted her once you figure out she's the net's famous kitty, I was curious about just what kind of questions you wanted to ask. Oh, apologies if I put you on edge. My whole show is simply about getting to know the surprising people who are the talk of the town. I don't intend to reveal her real name, nor am I here for some sort of gotcha journalism, so you don't have to worry. I'll be honest though, it'd be a stretch to think of her as some regular high school girl. I looked into the information she shared with me in her brief correspondence about a striking student who came abroad from the neighboring Liberal. Rumor has it you've been discreetly involved with several of last year's events. You can imagine my shock when I dug a little deeper. Turns out you share the same name as the mysterious genius who published several doctoral theses that took the academic world by storm. Even if I wasn't hosting a radio show, my reporter's instincts would fill me with questions. Striking, genius, still embarrassing having such things said directly to my face. You're really on board with all this, shouldn't you be trying to avoid standing out? Well, I've already been making a name for myself in the underworld, so... And besides, I've been listening to the show for a while. I've always thought it'd be fun to be a guest. Don't worry, I won't divulge anything I shouldn't. Sure, but if you're not worried, why not watch as we record? It's not a live broadcast, so if there's anything you don't want getting out, I can simply cut it. But if I'm being perfectly honest, I have a feeling I'd like to ask everyone's favorite Spriggan a few questions too. Knows who I am, huh? He's one short reporter. Why does it seem like he's trying to feel me out? Sorry, I'm not taking questions. Happy to sit and watch though. Yes, you can still be so overprotective sometimes. Not that I really mind. In that case, come on in. We can get started right away. And so Ren entered the studio, and after receiving a brief explanation of how things would work, the recording began. Ren watched on through the studio's window. Sorry to keep you waiting, listeners. It's time for On the Banks of the Mersoi. As usual, your host for this evening is myself, Edwin of the Eden News Agency. This is a show about finding folks who are to talk of the town, asking them all kinds of questions. I must say, I'm deeply grateful for all the love our niche little concept has received. And I'll be counting on your support going forward, everyone. Let's aim for a prime time spot. Now, without further ado, it's time to call in today's guest.
Good evening, everyone. My online handle is Kitty. I never thought I would get to guest on a show like this, but I'm looking forward to our time together.
The pleasure is all mine. You know, never thought you would agree to guest on the show. I'm sure everyone listening who's familiar with the net will have heard about you at some time or another. There's been whispers about the mysterious and beautiful girl who helped solve the problems of popping up across the Republic behind the scenes. Yuri suggested she was connected to the legendary hacker known only as Kitty. This might sound funny considering I invited you onto the show, but do you really exist? Yeah, this is actually my first time officially appearing as Kitty. Normally I'm just a member of the student council at a local high school in the capital. That's I'm originally from Liberal, and I'll be heading home shortly as my studies abroad come to an end. Oh, fascinating. If it's alright with you, I'd like to chat about all sorts of things while we have you. Yes, I'm quite looking forward to it. So sorry, I've heard you serve as president of your school student council for an entire year here. It's very uncommon for a student from abroad to be elected as president, isn't it? To be honest, I was actually planning to keep my head down while I was here. I suppose you could say I couldn't help myself, but after all was said and done, I found being a part of the student council to be a cozy experience. Though there was never a dull day, and I found myself wrapped up in all manners of incidents, including my very first task as president. I learned that first task, actually. Apparently, a certain senator's son ended up dropping out of school around the time you were originally elected to your position. That senator was also arrested around that time when his corruption came to light. Is it too much to think those two things were connected? Oh my, you've certainly done your homework, Edwin. As for my answer, no comment. I'll leave the truth to your listeners' imaginations. Then you did design that famous information portal on the web. Yeah, so it's mostly managed by a holo AI. It's designed to do calculations based on information taken from various participating sites. Well, I can't say I understand the details, but it sounds pretty complex. Did your doctoral thesis factor into this design at all? Yeah, I wrote those just to kill time when I was a child. Though I was able to apply some of those theories, so I suppose they didn't go to waste. Oh, before I forget, I wanted to teach you about a little trick you can do on the site. If you click the kitty at the top screen over 10 times at a certain speed. My word! Replace the collection of cute cat sounds I recorded in the capital. Please feel free to give it a try when you need something to soothe your mind. Do you want to ask me about my life before I came here? Well, I've traveled all sorts of countries. Liberal, Crossbell, and even the Empire. A real globetrotter. In that case, is there any particular country you hold close to your heart? That is quite a difficult question. Considering my friends and family live in Liberal, that would be a no-brainer, but I could say that Crossbell is where my heart lives. I also made many friends when visiting the Empire before the war. Well, the more answers you give me, the more questions I want to ask. You're quite worldly despite your young age. And while I definitely have lived a lot of experiences, part of that is due to my prior job, you see. Oh, now I would love to hear all about that. What kind of work do you do? Let's see, hacking, infiltration, professional, eliminate... I'm sorry, can you cut that? Now then, we've heard all kinds of fascinating things from our guests, but we're almost out of time. Okay, is there anything you'd like to say to our audience today? Now, I had a wonderful time. And I've come to realize something after being given this opportunity to reflect on myself. I truly have been blessed with the many encounters and relationships that have developed over the last few years. Those who pulled me out of the darkness. Those who reached out to me from the light. Those who took me in when I learned aimlessly, unsure of what to do. And yes, those who watched over me even after we parted ways. It's because of all those people were there for me that I am here now. Which is why I plan to treasure every one of those bonds. I mean, a combination of both the good and painful things I've experienced. And I want to do everything I can to pay forward all the help I've been given. I want to be the one to extend my hand to someone in need. And so those of you struggling in the darkness, I know there is someone nearby who is ready to reach out to you. I can only hope that everyone listening will treasure each of their relationships. Thank you very much. And that was our guest for today, Kitty. I'll see you all next time. Thank goodness things are now okay. You had me scared stiff. Hard to believe you managed to talk around some of those shady stuff. Hey, what's up? Oh, I just feel like perhaps I got a tad too excited and said more than I should have. It'll really be broadcast on air, huh? It'd be one thing if you were the only one listening to it. Who thought you get all bashful over something like this? I guess even given everything you've been through, you're still just an 18-year-old girl. But you probably don't need to worry too much. It's not like the guy's gonna reveal her true name. Perhaps the people who know me are going to recognize who Kitty is. I suppose the silver lining is that it's only a local radio show in the Republic. To be honest, I feel like if everyone you've ever met could listen to the show. I bet the folks inside you are real proud. I haven't been able to sense them since Nemeth Island. I'm certain they're finally at ease and with the goddess now. You know, I tried to look away from my past because I was afraid of getting hurt. But I finally faced it head on and overcame it. Those scars are something I'm proud of now. They're my scars, and they're part of what makes me me. Hey, you sure toughen up. Especially if you can say stuff like that when you've got the deepest scars of all.
It's because of you, Van. You were there for me when I was just a stray kitty. And even now, you're still by my side. You're the one who helped me get over my past.
Come on now, don't you think you're giving me way too much credit? What about everyone else who...
You help more people than you think. People who wouldn't have found themselves without you to take them by the hand and show them the way. If you ask me, you need to be a little more aware of the impact your words and deeds have had on people.
Alright, I'll just shut up and take the thanks then.
You're finally learning. You know, you've grown a little since then, too.
Geez, you remember that tiny conversation? You're really becoming one formidable young woman, you know that?
Oh, speaking of thanking people, I suppose I should be grateful to Harwood as well. He might have given us the runaround, but it's a fact that what happened at Nemeth Island is what let me find closure.
Even though we almost got nuked. Now, I don't owe him one iota of gratitude, and you basically told him that told him as much at the time, so stick to your guns. Hell, I'm gonna have to settle the score with him, and when that time comes, I'll be needing your help.
Of course. If we include handling Harwood, then I suspect we'll be working together for some time yet. That should give me plenty of time to pay you back. For now, I'll keep counting on you, Van.
After that, Van and Ren left the news agency, and upon meeting back up with their friends, they resumed their work. Only the excess points could be converted into something. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Trails Beyond the Horizon. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon.